Hey, it's Rob from Wheelworks Bike Shop in Dublin. We are doing an unboxing. Today we have a Checkpoint SL5 AXS in red. I'm not supposed to tell you the colour once I take it out of the box. It's supposed to be a surprise. Anyway, this is one of the new Checkpoints. I haven't seen this one yet, so we have a couple of them in stock, but I don't think I've seen this colour built up yet. That's pretty cool. Okay. So the Checkpoint is Trek's gravel bike. Just going to move this back a bit. So that Edward on the camera there isn't standing out in traffic. This is one of Trek's two gravel bikes. The Checkpoint is the endurance adventure gravel bike, and the Checkmate is their racing gravel bike. And the Checkpoint has been updated. This is a new version this year. It has more tyre clearance, new frame design, tons of mounts, new tyres, some cool stuff. So we'll go through the features of it. The cables port in at the front of the head tube here, and you've got external cables going up to the bar, so it's easy to change the fitting, change to a different length stem, or to adjust your stem height. You're not rerouting internally routed cables and stuff like that, which can be difficult for people. So let's get the bar open. We'll get it put on. So this is SRAM's new Apex group set. Wireless shifting. It's their latest gravel group set, I suppose. I don't think it's coming fitted on road bikes, or I haven't seen on any of the road bikes yet. It's their entry level in wireless shifting. I believe, but stand to be corrected, that it is one by only, so there is no double chainring on Apex. But if I'm incorrect, you can let me know in the comments, or if I'm correct, you can let me know in the comments. The stems on these Treks, the blender stems, you tighten them slightly differently to the way we used to tighten stems before. So you tighten the top bolt all the way. Little diagram on here. So bolt number one you tighten all the way, and then you tighten number two. They should be done to a torque of 5.2 Newton meters, which I'm obviously not going to set now because I don't have a torque wrench in my hand, or I don't have one built into my wrist. So I'm just going to set it roughly, and then the lads in the workshop will set it correctly when they're finishing the build. The checkpoints are coming with a new Bond Treasure bar. It's the GR Elite, and it's a gravel specific bar. It's got quite a big flare on it. You can see there's quite a decent sized flare. I can't remember what the angle is, but there's a couple of centimeters difference from top to bottom. And the gravel bikes are coming with a wider bar now than a road bike would be, for stability. The port where the cables enter into the frame at the front here, the same as on the Boon, has little. It has a cover where the cables go in with just little crosses to push the cables through. The idea with that is you're on a bike that's going to be ridden off road, so it's to stop dirt ingress and water. So it's to keep your headset clean, protected. You should have a look at the colour. That's all Aisling tends to come for. My wife Aisling watches the videos of me unboxing bikes just to see the colour, so she's going to be really. Oh yeah. She's going to be fast forwarding probably through me fitting handlebars just so that she can see the colour. You can see you've got mounts on the fork legs for either extra bottle cages or bags. So you can put adventure bags on the fork. You've got fender mounts on the fork, so you can run full length fenders. You can ride it as a full winter bike. And that's what they call red, and it's got a little bit of a metallic orangey sparkle through it. It's the SRAM Apex crank. The wheels are tubeless, as are the tyres. The tyres are Bond Treasure's new Girona Pro, and they are 42C as supplied on the bike, but the checkpoint takes up to 50C tyres. That's a really nice paint job. So you've red, that's sort of like a black olive colour with a metallic sparkle through it, gold logos, gold bottle cage bolts, and the storage compartment has a sort of a brass lever on it. They've changed these from the previous generation. You don't have a mount in the door for your mini tool. Everything now goes into the new bits bag, which goes inside. So your CO2, tyre levers, all fits into the little bag, which goes inside your frame. You can see inside the frame there, you can see the naked carbon, the way it's finished. And that looks like carbon fibre used to do 20 years ago when we started seeing things made out of carbon fibre. They all had that carbon weave on it, whereas now the outside finish of a carbon frame often is almost the way a cigar would look, the way the leaves are rolled on it. You end up with quite a different finish on the outside. The texture is completely different to look at. So that's a new packaging protection for certain parts of the frame. It's a soft, squashy bag that's fully recyclable. Somebody was asking that in the comments the other day. They were asking about the packaging. So you can see most of the packaging on this is cardboard. The cable ties we try and cut in such a way that we can reuse them. We recycle all the cardboard. That bag can be recycled. We also recycle metal, paper, plastics. So most of it, the likes of the still isn't recyclable, but we do reuse it. We reuse a lot of that when we're repacking things, so we try to reuse or recycle whatever we can. Chains, cassettes, all that sort of stuff we recycle as well. They go to a scrapyard where it's repurposed, made into something, I don't know what. So the Girona is Trek's Bontrager's new gravel, one of their new gravel tyres. It's the slicker, smoother option, available in a couple of sizes. Like I said, that's the 42. So the checkpoint is almost at this stage. It's a gravel bike certainly, but it's also, with those tyres and fender mounts, it's like an all-road winter gravel bike. It's a do-everything bike really. You have an ISO speed decoupler here, so that means your seat tube is mounted separately on a bearing system, so there's a certain bit of flex in that to give you some comfort. Shock absorption. Up on the, see what else is in the box. So we have SRAM charger and battery. We have your seat post. So it's a carbon seat post, 27.2, standard size, round, so easy to upgrade or replace. It's a Bontrager, it's a Verse comp saddle, so the Verse it's a short nose Verse, so the Verse comes in two lengths. This is the short version of it, there's a longer version as well, and the comp is the entry level of that saddle. As you go up through it to the Elite and the Pro, you get lighter shell, and then with the Pro you get a carbon shell and carbon rails. So that's the standard version of it. Just little bit of car park road rage going on. You have to excuse that if you're still here 10 minutes into the video. I had somebody comment the other day that he was enjoying the unboxings, but the bikes looked funny without a saddle or handlebars fitted, so he reckoned I should fit them. So if you're still hanging around to see what it looks like with the saddle and handlebars on, that's good. You can let me know if you think that's worth doing in the videos. If there's anything else that I should be doing in the unboxing videos as well, stick it in the comments. Always interested in feedback. You see the sun is shining here in Dublin today, so it's a nice autumn's day. That's your weather forecast part of the video. In case you're wondering what size this is, Trek have changed their sizing, so this is a medium large in the new sizing. Medium large will be the equivalent of about a 56 in the old sizing. And of course with the checkpoint, one of the big features is, as a gravel adventure backpacking style bike, is all of the mounts and the options for putting bags and bits and pieces onto it. So you've got your usual bottle cage mounts, you've got frame mounts, bosses, so that you can, there's adventure bags that Trek match and they're size matched for each frame. So you can mount the bags directly onto the frame. There's a top tube bag option. You can put on a rear carrier, so you can see you've got hidden carrier mounts here. Your fender mounts are hidden down the bottom here, and you've got a brace built into the stays, and the bottom one's there, so you can mount your fenders directly in. Your hidden fender mounts are down here, these little guys here, so you take out these grub screws, and there's a special little screw goes in there for mounting your fenders. You have frame armour. This being an off-road bike, to protect it, you've got a heavy-duty frame armour on the chainstay. You've got a metal frame armour plate behind the chainring in case you do drop off, which would be unusual with one boy, but it can happen. And you've got a big frame armour in underneath the down tube to protect from rocks flying up off the front wheel. There is the possibility to put a front derailleur mount on if you decide to build it with Shimano GRX. I think that's about it. That's everything I can think of. I'll probably remember something as soon as we stop recording. The wheels are Paradigm SL, which are Bontrager's higher end aluminium wheel. If you have any questions, stick them in the comments and I'll try and answer them.